1035 Kiss FM, Erik, Zachary. I'm excited about this. This is officially my first virtual introduction / interview with someone I don't think we haven't met in person, but I consider him a friend. Brian Dales. What's up, man?
Oh yeah. What's up? This is
live
crazy.
from Los Angeles. Now we tried this. I'm not going to try to lie. We tried this like a week ago, and it went really well until I realized I didn't record properly. So
yeah,
we learn with time, right? A lot of cool things happening with you, man. So let's just jump right into it. Dales, tell me about it.
This thing is whatever website we're on is crazy awesome. Like I can see you so clearly.
It's like it's like video chat or like some technology that's never been invented before or something.
Is this the future of interviewing? I don't even have to leave my bedroom anymore.
You don't have to get dressed. You can wear a Detroit jersey. Thank you for that, by the way. Yeah, I appreciate that.
I know. I realize I'm on a interview with Chicago, and just like everything I own has something to do with
Last time we talked, you had a Detroit hat on too. It's just like you're crushing it, man.
I know. I'm sorry.
But yeah, Dales, Young for the Summer. Let me play a clip. This is so good. I mean, I told you this. I've texted you about this. I love this track. I'm so on board with it.
Awesome.
You've got to be proud of it, man. And I think you said you've held on to this for a little while, right?
I'm super proud. I'm having the best couple weeks since it's been out. It just feels so liberating that it exists. I mean, like I was saying, this is sort of a passion project I started working on 2 years ago. In between the last two Somerset albums when we were sort of on hiatus, I sort of reconnected with an old music producer friend of mine, and we just sort of got together one day and we were going to write some music, and we ended up not really writing music at all. We just sort of drank a bottle of whiskey and talked about music and talked about all the things in music that I miss and that I would love to see music go back to, especially on the radio. Especially like I'd love to see a great band with great songs really submerge into the world of pop music again. I think I want to think hopefully that the world is ready for it, and I'd maybe love to be the guy. But either way, I'm just happy that people have responded so well to this song. I get tweets every day that say "Young for the Summer" is their song of the summer, and I didn't expect to get that good of a reaction. So
it's a good track. It's positive. It makes sense. People can relate to it. Which is not dissimilar, at least in the lyric sense, from most of your songs with the Somerset. I mean, if you go back to Love Like This, I mean, you had a song called Young. You have a lot of songs about, living your life to its fullest, even on the latest album, Night is Young, that kind of stuff. Do you consider that an ethos of yours personally? Kind of the idea of...
This song to me is a little bit more about like sort of the death of innocence. I sort of wrote this, when it was written, it was actually written around the time of September 11th a couple of years ago, and it's certainly not a song about September 11th. But when we were writing it, it sort of hit us with this perspective of being a young teenager in love on like sort of the dawn of a very big new world, and not being really sure how to take that on, and sort of this angle of what the death of innocence was like, especially sort of just getting older overnight. And I think, to me, that change in perspective comes from years of writing songs about youth and being young forever. And to me, this is actually more a song about it might be called Young for the Summer, but I think I'm certainly acknowledging the fact that I'm a lot closer to 30 now than I was 20.
Right. Well, I mean, even you say it comes with years of writing songs, but that just comes with years of living,
Absolutely. I think the thesis of a lot of the Dale stuff is I'm just trying to be more authentic and more honest to myself, not to anything else. I'm not trying to play any more games or do any sort of gimmick. I'm just writing songs that mean something to me on a personal level, because I just don't have time to do any other songs that don't mean. If I'm going to play a song, I'm going to live with a song for 2 years like this one, and then I'm going to go play the song live for however many years. I got to be able to like it today. I got to be able to like it when I wrote it 2 years ago, and I got to be able to like it 5 years from now. And that only comes with just being brutally honest with yourself and being in tune with yourself.
Do you ever get annoyed? Is that a lesson learned with like Chelsea, or is that still a song that you can play anytime and you're like, I'm on board?
Certainly a lesson with songs like that.
You still have a connection to the song, and it's not bad. You enjoy it, but it could get repetitive.
I mean, Boomerang's the biggest song we ever had. It's not like there's really anything. It's not like there's just about nothing about being about wanting to be Jay-Z that's authentic to my life. That's never going to happen.
Which that's my mom's favorite song, by the way, and she calls it the Jay-Z song, which is very misleading because then I'm like, oh, what Jay-Z song? She's like, no, a fun one, and I'm like, oh, the Somerset track, got it.
Yeah, but I think like I've learned from experience, and I think the sort of whole ethos of Dales was to make these songs that I could live with for the rest of my life and know with confidence that that this is music that means more to me than anything I've ever done, and hopefully in turn it gives. I'm just trying to sell people a feeling and not just a song anymore, and the way this feels to me.
It's very authentic. I mean, that's the first thing I noticed. And you do have a very unique voice. You have a very unique sound. So you could put yourself over a ukulele and you're still going to sound like Brian Dales, but there was, I guess it's exactly what you were describing. It's a different feeling or emotion that this evokes when you hear this from some of the Somerset tracks. And I like it. I do. And when we were talking last, actually, you said you guys were about to play your first Dales live show in Los Angeles. How did that go?
We did. Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. It was super cool. Terrifying. I haven't been nervous on stage in years. It was, we were playing for like 300 people in a bar, and I was like nervous. It was like awesome to have that feeling again.
Did it almost bring you back to, when the first time Somerset played a venue like that?
It just felt like, it really felt like it felt new and important and just rewarding when it was done. And it was awesome because cool. We sort of just it's just 5 people on stage plugged into guitar amps and just making noise. And there was sort of no, what I've been so cognizant of with this live show is I just want there to be no rules and really no structure, and just to be able to sort of be well rehearsed, but also be able to just wing it entirely.
Totally.
And it was really fun because we sort of just got to, there was sort of this feeling of like, oh my God, we're going, like we're in, like there's no turning back. And it was a lot of fun, and the response was great. And then we had sort of a single release party after, and that was a good time.
I would imagine. Was there a bottle of whiskey at that party as well?
Well, it was Cinco de Mayo, so it was more like a lot of bottles of tequila.
Cinco de Trinco. There you go.
It was more like Cinco de Dales, for sure.
Cinco de Dales.
And a lot of Cinco de
stuff. I actually went out the day after Cinco de Mayo. My mom's like, oh, you're going out for Cinco de Seis. I'm like, no, Mom, Cinco means five. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's the background I come from. But dude, this is exciting. I know last time that we talked to you, said you're hoping to continue putting out new stuff as you get it, as it's ready for you. I mean, do we have anything on the timeline? Maybe next month, even just a hint of something?
There could be one next month. I would love to put, I've got one.
There could be one. Is there one next month? Yes or no, Brian?
There's one done, and I think it's the best song I've ever written. I think this one.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna just say it. I think it's the best one I've got. I think it's the
best song you've ever written.
I think I'm holding one. I didn't want to go first with it because I wanted to test the waters.
Right.
And this one sort of takes a minute before it really gets to the point. But I think hopefully, if it comes out and it goes well, I think it might be the best thing I've ever done.
That's incredible.
I'm not gonna say next month just in case, because anything could happen. But I will say the beauty of putting out music independently for the first time in my entire life is if I want to put it out next month and if I want to put it out next week, I can. And that's really
so cool. So that means that it's entirely your decision. So people should absolutely tweet you and bug the hell out of you. And if they want music, it's all about that.
People want music. They can have the music. That's the beautiful part right now. I'm just trying to sort of that's sort of the plan is if people want it, I will give it to them. I have a lot more than just Where Young for the Summer comes from. There's at least 15 songs.
Wow,
so
that's awesome. I think that's a common misconception that people have with a lot of artists and especially songwriters, that you're writing something for yourself, which you are, and then it's like, oh, and you can check it out if you like it. No, most authentic songwriters, and I would assume that very much the same for you, once you own something and it's yours, you want to share it with someone. You want it to become theirs too.
Well, absolutely. I mean, the whole idea is I want to, once it's out, it's not mine anymore. It's to be interpreted however people want it to be accepted however people want it to be. So I think that's the whole point, is like, and that's the liberty of getting to do this the way I want to do this right now, is that I can sort of put things out at a certain pace based on reaction. It's a very reactionary release process, which has been sort of fun so far.
Right.
Is if things are moving at a certain speed, I can give the people more. I don't have to base it off of the long cycle anymore.
That's so cool. Yeah, man. Dales, of course, Young for the Summer. It is out now. Go grab it. It is yours. It's not his. It's yours. Yes. And, you know, we've established this. If you want more stuff from Brian Dales, which, if you're watching this, I'm hoping you do, you got to bug him, man. You got to tweet him. Let's go run through it real fast. What's the Twitter?
At Brian Logan Dales.
And that's like everything, right?
It's everything. Instagram, at Brian Logan Dales.
Okay, cool, man. Thank you for taking the time. And I said this last time. I am holding you to something next month. It doesn't have to be the full song. It could be a 4-second preview. It could be you playing, a song on the piano. But I want something from Brian Dales.
Deal.
Done?
Deal.
Done.
I will come to Chicago and I will play all of the songs acoustic for you.
Dude, you have a place to crash. You have a studio to play it in. Come through anytime.
You guys want me to come to Chicago? I will come to Chicago.
There you go. We'll set up like a little meet and greet with Dales unofficially, like on Michigan Avenue or something, right?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do the whole thing. Chicago's always been good to me. I like Chicago.
That's what we like to hear, man. Well, Dales, Brian Dales, thank you so much for taking the time. Give yourself a virtual round of applause.
Virtual round of applause.
That was a very golf clap of you.
Hey, no, no, no. Hey, no, no.